fun to play with. There's always PartyPoker.com, where the world plays poker.
Playing poker is the ultimate adrenaline rush, the biggest mental challenge and the greatest Oscar-winning performance you'll ever give. At this PartyPoker.com World Open, we bring you the best players from around the globe, all chasing a $500,000 prize pool. We've seen Kenna James, Roy the Boy and Ken Leonard all after a piece of the pie but going home hungry. 4 players have played their way into the semi-finals and we're in for another great heat tonight. It's only the table winner that will make it through though, so you have to take your chances and pull off your A game to get into the money. Let's join our commentators Jesse May and Kenna James.
Good evening, I'm Jesse May, back in the saddle with the cowboy, Kenna James. Welcome back, Kenna.
Thanks, Jesse. Back on this side of the table. It's good to be here.
Now, you played last week, and I mean, you were very unlucky, but did you learn anything about the structure?
Man, did you have to remind me?
I
thought I was over it.
It was hard.
You know, I had to go through therapy, 6 days straight of therapy, but
Need I mention the river?
I'm kidding. It was, you know, you take some beats, you give some beats. It's all part of the game. It was a wonderful match, and I'm excited to be sitting next to you in tonight's action. It's fantastic. We got a lot of great European players. I play with a couple of these players out on the tour. It's going to be a tight match tonight.
A lot of experienced Europeans on the table tonight. Let's see who's who and where they're sitting.
My name's John Wong. I've been playing for poker for 3 years, about 1.5 years professionally. I'd like to say I'd expect to win, but if I say it, I'm going to be disappointed if I don't. So hopefully, you know, I'll be seeing you again.
My name's Ian Woodley and I've been playing poker for about nearly 3 years now. About a month ago I come runner-up in the Irish Open. I got 200,000 euros. Playing to win. That's the only strategy you can have.
My name is Lothar Landauer. I'm coming from Germany and I play poker around 30 years. For today, my expectation can only be to win the heat today, and in general, I would be happy if I come down to the final table, to be honest.
My name's Philip Stars. I'm from Scotland. I've been playing poker for about 4.5 years. Hopefully, if I'm lucky enough, I'll go in and maybe win today.
Hi, I'm Harry Dimitriou. I'm from London, England, and some people call me a professional poker player, although I don't actually derive the majority of my income from it. I've had a fair degree of success at it. The biggest individual cash win was the second I got recently at the Mirage WPT Showdown in May 2006 of this year in Las Vegas. That was worth about $670,000. Just do your best, that's the only thing I ever expect of myself. The rest sorts itself out.
My name's Martin Smith, I'm from Belfast. I've been playing poker for a lot of years, maybe 20 odd years, but maybe get into a bit more seriously. That was 4 or 5 years ago when a big explosion kind of happened online. As long as I can kind of walk away from it and not feel that I've done anything too stupid, I'll really be happy enough, whether I win or lose.
Wow, what a lineup. Tough table. Now, Harry Dimitriou, Kenna, he used to play over here in Europe, and then he was like a pioneer. He set sails to America.
He jumped over the pond, so to speak. You know, he had stars in his eyes. He wanted to play on the World Poker Tour, and now he's done it. Just recently finishing second in the WPT event at the Mirage Poker Showdown. You know, it's many people's dreams to just make a final table, and how about that? He finished second, but he deserves it. He's played for many years, and he's paid his dues.
Yeah, superstar. You know, also on this table, John Wong, Ian Woodley. Recently, I saw them meet in the final of a big tournament over in Dublin, and Wong got fourth, Woodley got second. There's a little bit of a history between those two.
Yeah. Well, and Wong only 22 years old, so he's the young gun of the competition. And we got Lothar Landauer from Germany, right? He's Mr. Experience. He's been playing poker for many years. So we've got youth versus experience once again. Should be a great, interesting match tonight.
Experience plus speed. That's a good combination for a poker game. Let's get over to the table. 6 players here about to deal the first hand in this exciting heat of the World Open. Very tough table. And you can see them splayed out. Big mix of experience,
Everyone
age.
poised for victory tonight.
Players, of course, beginning with 100,000 in chips. The yellows are worth 1,000. The blues are 2,000. The reds are 5,000. And
there will be only one victor, one person moving on to the semis to play for the winner to take home $200,000. There's Harry Demetrio.
I know how much Harry wants to win one of these, Kenna. After everything he's done in America, all the titles, the glory, you know he'd love to come back here and win something on European soil.
Well, I know there's one thing that Harry hates, Jesse.
Please.
Raise.
Losing.
Cool.
So he has his game face on tonight.
Yeah, I bet he does. First out of the box,
Cool.
I believe, was Philip Starr.
Right,
from
with King
Scotland.
Queen.
And
Very interesting. Marty Smith and John Wong taking the flop with both the same hand, ace-9.
Right. Martin Smith cold calling on the button, the 4,000, and Wong in the small blind. And how is this going to play out?
Check.
Very interestingly, both flopping top pair, ace,
5,000.
jack, 6. The aces I expect to go to war, but not too much because they can't like their kicker. You know, any ace.
Raised 14,000.
Well, it was all going to be about who got the raise in first, maybe, Kenna, because Starr drawing to a 10. But now that Smith has raised, what is Wong supposed to think?
Well, yeah, well, Smith is betting his position, you know. And now this is the problem with playing these weak aces, that you never know where you're at, you know, after you do flop your hand.
Cool.
It was only a 5,000 raise to Philip Starr, and he's going to call to try and peel off a 10. If he does, Martin Smith is going to be...
Right. Actually, it was a bet, Jesse. He just bet. He didn't... Everybody checked to him. He bet. And let's see what he does here on the turn.
Check.
Starr
Good
does
check.
get the free card.
Does.
Looking for the 10.
Couple of diamonds up there,
Check.
but that's no help. And Martin Smith happy to check it down.
Right. Now let's look at Ian Wong. Let's see when he sees the ace-9. Or Jonathan Wong, rather.
So Smith with the first hand.
He's saying, hey, wait a minute, that's half my pot. That's half my...
Very expressive eyebrows there from Wong.
Yeah, well, he rightly laid it down. You know, there's really not many aces he could beat. Ace-10 beats him. Ace-jack is 2-pair. He'd be drawn really bad.
We're playing Texas No Limit Hold'em. Let's remind ourselves of the rules and how to play. Texas Hold'em begins with each player being dealt 2 cards face down from the dealer. These are personal cards that only the player gets to see. Players then decide whether to bet based on the value of those 2 cards. There's 4 possible betting rounds during which the community cards are dealt on the table face up. First up are the 3 cards that make up the flop. After the next round of betting, you see the turn. And finally, the last of these community cards is dealt, the river. Players must make the best 5-card poker hand out of the 7 available cards to take the pot. It's no limit, so a player can bet all of his chips to win a hand. Don't go anywhere, lots more action is coming your way from the partypoker.com World Open after the break.
No one to play with? There's always partypoker.com.